Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back. Welcome everybody. Who was first today? Twanus McMad. Congratulations on being first for the first time. Nice to have somebody other than Alfie and Matcha snagging that redeem there. Thank you for redeeming your flower of the day. Welcome in Harry and Alex and El Tibago. And Izzy, best penguin. And Marsiplant. It's so nice to see you again, Marsiplant. Let me give a quick shout out to Marsiplant because I don't often get to shout out. There we go. Super cozy streamer have been lurking in their stream. They do co-working streams, so I've been looking in there while I've been working quite a few times, and that has been awesome. Hello and thank you for the look. I might have to cut the stream short today, unfortunately. Maybe I can fit in an extended stream or a bonus stream or something next week. Extending streams doesn't really work that well for me because everybody in Europe goes to bed before it ends if I try and extend it, and I can't really start it any earlier. So it might have to be an extra stream. Marziplant says, "You're so sweet, thank you very much." Look, it is thoroughly deserved. I don't shout out people unless they deserve it. There's so many awesome streamers that come here. And Marziplant is one of them. Yeah, so today we might have to stop after like 2 hours. We should still be able to finish World of Goo 1. I do have the sequel installed and ready to go. If we want to start that, if we have time. From looking at the reviews, it does seem like it is very much the same as the first one. The puzzles all feel similar. The art style is similar. The music is similar, etc., etc. Which you'd think maybe after 14 years they might have, sorry, 16 years they might have advanced a bit, but I think that's fine. If I enjoyed the first one, I'm sure I'll enjoy the second one. Marziplant, please do not cry, positively or negatively. I assure you, I am not the only person who thinks you're a good streamer. We have quite a nice little community surrounding yourselves and many of your fellow cozy, chill streamers. And I can probably name 4 or 5 that I enjoy hanging out with. Hello, Ren! Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your flower of the day. Ren says, "Sorry I missed stream yesterday. Neighborhood had an internet outage." Yes, well, you didn't miss it entirely, did you? Because you were there briefly. Or were you? I can't remember. Anyway, assuming you missed the important part, which is the part where we finished chapter 7 of Celeste. We beat the game. In the sense that we got to the credits. Celeste does have rather a lot of optional extra hard bonus levels to get through. Which we are nowhere near doing or even probably being able to do. But therefore, there is going to be at least one more Celeste stream. If that stream turns into 4 hours of Emma dying every 5 seconds, then we might call that the last stream. Otherwise, I'll just continue it as far as I can. But yes, Ren or anyone else, if you missed the finale of my journey up Celeste Mountain, it's about 1 hour into yesterday's VOD. I do encourage you all to go and watch it because it was quite fun. But for now, I will get into World of Goo in just a moment, but we had a blow high redeem from Twanus whilst we were starting up. So I do need to honour that. We have a little poll on our Discord so often. By the way, if anybody's not in the Discord and would like to join, you are more than welcome to do so. Let me quickly do the link. Yeah. We had a poll. Matcha Catcher likes to do these polls to decide what to do with Discord, to do with Blowhigh. We did slow motion Blowhigh, but the next one is get Blowhigh as fast as you can, run to get it. Okay. Could be interesting. How fast was that? I have to have live split up the timing Blowhigh retrieval speedrun. It was certainly faster than Friday when we got it as slow as possible. I think Matcha's running out of ideas. I'll have to think of some myself. This is Blowhigh. He is soft and cuddly and we love him. Oop. And he will watch us as we play World of Goo. T-Bagger redeemed show outfit as well. I really need to check before I sit down whether show outfit has been redeemed. Because that would require Emma to plan, think ahead, be organised. These are not things that Emma does. LT Bagger says, I'm not sure even LT Bogo could have got a short faster. Well, they don't have Blowhigh as an Olympic sport, unfortunately. They could do the 4x100 relay, only instead of a baton, you have a Blowhigh. That would be interesting. It would slow them down, though. Like, the air resistance of the Blowhigh, it's not very aerodynamic. Going to run along holding it would definitely slow you down. My outfit today is this dress, which I decided it wasn't very flattering without the belt here, so I added this belt. Then, like this. And I can speak. And not only that, it has pockets. Look, pockets. Pockets. All the best dresses have pockets. It is just the best feeling when you find a dress and you like it and it has pockets. The best possible feeling. Not sure if you can quite see the colour. I have realised one consequence of having this RGB lighting in the background is you can't necessarily see what colour my outfits are accurately. This is a sort of reddish, burgundy-ish colour in real life. Harry, thank you so much for clipping the Blowhigh speedrun. 7 seconds, says Harry. Oh dear. Does that mean next stream I have to try and get 6 seconds? Is this going to be a thing now? Alex says, I love that dress colour and the belt. Thank you, Alex. I'm glad you like it. It's not one of my floral ones. I always, when I'm deciding which outfit to have for my streams, I always think, oh, I have to have flowers somewhere in it. But eventually I've worn all my flowery things and I think I want to be a bit different. I don't want every stream to be Emma wearing the same 5 things. I have this one as well. It is nice. Elderberger says submitted the speedrun leaderboards. Well, I would have to create a category first. And generally they only recognise categories for published video games. If you want to a record for something physical like fetching a blowhigh, then well, you have three options. Option one is convince the International Athletics Federation to recognise blowhigh retrieval as a sport. Option two is to set up your own international governing body for blowhigh retrieval and then recognise the record yourself. Option three would be to contact Guinness World Records and get them to authenticate it. Of the options, that's probably the most likely to succeed. Yeah, the problem with you'd have to come up with the rules for blowhigh retrieval, and it can't just be getting it from Emma's house, because then people would keep coming to my house to try and beat the record. So, and if you just say it has to be in another room, then you'd get somebody who is standing 2 inches from the door and just reaches through to the next room and pulls out a blowhigh. So it sounds silly, but these are the problems you run into when you try and make an activity competitive. Back when weightlifting was just a bunch of guys in a field with some heavy rocks saying who can lift the heaviest rock, it was a lot simpler than how it works nowadays. Now you have weight classes, you have standardized equipment, you have a panel of judges. Not the get from Emma House percent. Yes. Shall we do some video gaming? That's what we're here for, right? Now then, I think I have the sound at an acceptable level. Do let me know if there are any audio problems. But this is the game where the background music is very, very loud and there's no volume control in game. So I have to try and quieten it down as much as I can. So last stream we beat the first 3 chapters. We are on chapter 4, where everything turns into green computery looking stuff. And oh, hello Lady L, welcome in. Lady L, you are amazing. I realise I tell every streamer who comes in they are amazing, but you know, that doesn't make it any less true, okay? Lady L is another amazing streamer that you should all follow. And I have you ever seen this game or played this game, Lady L? World of Goo. It is a puzzle game. I don't know if it's your sort of puzzle game or not. It's like physics based, so maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, this is the next level, graphic processing unit. Let's see what it has in store for us. Unauthorized upgrade mod. Okay. So we have some red ones and we have some green ones. That must be the thing that renders all the graphics. The creative heart of the information superhighway. Once it's upgraded, the manual says it will offer 256 stunning colours. But my favourite colour will always be green. The virtual sign page. Oh, can you imagine that? 256 colour graphics. That would almost look like real life. In the early 90s, that's what we genuinely thought, I think. Lady L says, hi Emma, how are you? I'm okay, I'm a bit tired. I might have to end early today, but I'm doing alright right now. So, I guess we need to build round this thing. Guess we also need to wake up these ones, because these ones are showing as being asleep. So I can, whoops. Accidentally put one into orbit. I was hoping to use it to wake up the red ones. Let me retry. I would suggest I must suggest a tofu, tiny toxic tofu, to play this game. She's a streamer and also a physicist, and she does videos about physics, but then she plays games and talks about the physics in the games. This seems to have a decent sort of orbital mechanics element to it here, which I'm really bad at apparently. But I think what we need to do is slingshot one of these around this gravity field in this sphere and get it up to these red ones to wake them up. Oh, there's also a thing down there. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So these are woken up now. And then... yeah, there's this red thing here. So only the red ones can attach to the red. And I think what we need to do is try to attach them here to get them to the pipe. Let me also move my face cam one moment. Sorry about that. I forgot that you can't see how many we have to collect unless I move my face cam. And then you can see there's 6. Which, if it just means we need to launch them out here without them dying, then we can probably manage that. Ah, not quite. Oh, no, they get to go around again. There we go, okay. I think if we just launch them as far as we can, then eventually they'll go around again. If we miss. There we go. Getting closer to the pipe. Oh, that's a green one. I want the red ones. Is that close enough? Almost. Yeah, one more is going to do it, I think. Ah, okay. One more that actually hits in the right place will do it. There we go. Now we should be able to send these guys round and have them recollected. And I think that's the maximum we can get. Oh no, this one's still here, so we should be able to get this one as well. There we go. 12 or 6. And I think we're going to get the little flag on this level for getting them all. Yeah. If you complete the level well enough, you get a little flag on it like that, which we did get a flag on a couple of levels in Chapter 1. But we haven't really been bothering about them since, and I don't think we got any others. But it's nice that we got one there. Roadblocks. Tech supports. Okay, is this just a bridge building size? Oh, no. What is this? Okay. Well, these aren't goo balls. Looks like we're building out of slabs instead. What does the sign painter have to say about this level? Everything is filled with stereo sound and hundreds of colours. Simulated water splashes over the shattered pieces of the information superhighway. The travelling virtual sign painter. Yes, that is very true. We are no longer constrained to monochrome green. But we weren't constrained to monochrome green for the first 3 chapters either, so it doesn't feel like that much of an upgrade. Okay, what's the point of these then? I think maybe we're supposed to make a tower here to help support a bridge that we then make with these guys. It makes sense. So let's try and make a sturdy tower out of these. Slightly creepy looking square eyes. They look like some sort of unreleased Minecraft mob, don't they? Can I just bring over? Yeah, I want it flat. These. How much further do we have to go? Well, if I can get these to stand up that way, might be good enough. Hello, Elfie, welcome in. Redeeming your flower of the day. We are apparently stacking blocks now, is what this game has turned into. We are back playing World of Goo. Okay, I think that's going to be high enough. Maybe you make it one block on the safe side. And no, I'm not setting up a game of Jenga, although it may look like that. Going to be a support for our Goo Ball friends to get across the gap. Lady L says, oh yes, I've gotten this game when it was available for free, but haven't played this. Yeah, as I say, it is a puzzle game. It might not be your sort of puzzle game, I'm not sure. It's sort of physics-based, as you can see. But if you got it for free, then, you know, always give it a try. Not necessarily on stream. Oops. Okay, I was hoping that would rest on there, which it hasn't quite done. Maybe use this block to nudge. Hoping to nudge the Goo Ball back into position with the block. That might not work. There we go. Yeah, I want to try and rest that on there. Make the bridge. Hello, Liari! Favourite crossword penguin. Oops. Did not mean to drop you. Thank you so much for redeeming long-stalked Waynesbill as your flower of the day. I hope you are well. Should be it now. We should be able to. There we go. Grab onto the side. We only needed to collect 4, and we have managed to collect 13. Bad. Also, now we don't need this tower. It just about stands up on its own. Hello, Danny. Welcome in. I believe Izzy is here lurking. So I was wondering if Danny would be here too. And they are. Always nice to have both of you watching. Back with World of Goo today. Graceful Failure is our next level. Oh dear, that sounds like Emma, doesn't it? Sounds like Emma playing Celeste. Gracefully dashing into some spikes. Right, what on earth is going on here? It looks like this socket is blocked. LOL. ROTFLMFAF? What? Did you know? Users used to wander the information superhighway, sniffing for ports just like this to see if they could gain unauthorized access. But sometimes it was a trap. Brute force might work, but sometimes it requires billions of years of computation. Maybe if you strategically slide the variables around, the data will fall right into place. A totally elite signpost. Yeah. So I think what we're trying to do is get these to fall into the hole. But that means carefully dismantling this tower. May or may not be easy. Yoink. So now we almost are playing Jenga. Except that we want the tower to collapse. We just want the top piece to stay where it is after it collapses. Don't fall off. I just hold this back into place. There we go. Perfect. No, no. Catch it. Oh, no. Okay, I think we failed. Fortunately, the time bugs are back, so we could possibly... No, we cannot in fact salvage it. There we go. I mean, what is that emote you've made? Is that the oh no emote but squashed? Right. Things people do to my emotes. They had so much love and care put into them. And they get unceremoniously squashed. Right, how do we want to do this then? We don't need that bit. Yoink. 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 I've sort of still got it. Oh, no! Missed. I need to move the block on the right, but I don't want to let go of the block on the left. I maybe... No, no, that's not. No, they all need to go in, otherwise it doesn't count. We are in an awkward situation here. There we go. Yeah, okay, we got them all in. What we were trying to do. Then we just do that. Hooray! We saved them all. Altibago, what is this? Laughing while wearing sunglasses, fair enough. Spending 10 channel points for a giant picture of me having 3 arms. Or is that just me doing this and then somebody boops me on the nose? Is that what's going on? Why are you booping me on the nose, T-Bugger? Why are you doing that? The only thing that should be booped on the nose is Blowhigh. Because Blowhigh doesn't mind it. Okay, we have a choice of levels now. Thank you for the 10 bits, though, T-Bugger. We have Alice and Bob and the third party, or the server farm. I'll do this one first because it's on the left. Okay, we have our friends, the cube, one-eyed cube blocks again, and we have we have a chat room where Cosmic Girl is talking to Laconic Crusader 13, who has very large ears. This looks like Ophelia's profile picture. It doesn't look anything like Ophelia's profile picture, apart from the ears. This one on the right looks more like me. Although I don't think I'd ever have the username Cosmic Girl exclamation mark with 3 R's. Fun fact, GRRRL is actually a valid word in Scrabble. I wonder what they are talking about, the sign painter. Well, it's going in one ear and out the other. Actually, no, it's going in one ear and out the top of their head, which is a bit disturbing. What are we supposed to be doing? Old electronic surveillance system. These were built a long time ago. Monitor communication between highway bandits. But it was hard to know who's a bandit and who's not. It's probably best just to monitor everyone to be safe. I wonder if it still works. The virtual sign painter is listening. Okay, I think I see what's going on. First of all, I think we need to actually... no. That's not what I thought we were doing. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say, we need to somehow make a path to the pipe, like that. And then I think we need to intercept these guys and have them fall down, go down this sequence of blocks and end up down here. I suspect these spinning cogs are not something that we want them to hit. Go ahead and plonk these in here. Good. We have some spare one-eyed cube squares. Just to make sure nobody bounces over the edge, because we wouldn't want that. And then maybe if we just build up a stack of the squares here, we can get to... move these back. Maybe have another one on top. Actually, we don't need one there, surely. That. Then... this. Whoops, I accidentally broke one of these. I do apologise. Assuming when I put one more in the way here, it's going to catch them. it is indeed catching them. Are they all going to make it? Looks like most of them are going to make it. I think I saw a couple fly off at odd angles and get obliterated. We only need to get 30 of them. You come down. And you. And you. And you. Come on. Go. Go down. Go. Go. Come on. Ah, okay. Apparently we needed 42 for the flag and we got 43. That's the first time we've done better than the game was asking us to do. I guess it would be frustrating if you had to get every single one. Get another little flag. Time for the server farm. CPU cycles at low prices. Okay. I wonder what all these servers do now that nobody is here to use them anymore. This one says it comes with a 99.9% stability guarantee. Asterisk. That's almost 100%. The virtual sign painter. Oh. Says it's time. Is it, Mum? Okay. Ominous. Okay, pipe is up there. So I think the gimmick this time is we've got a sort of balancing act going on. This platform is rocking back and forth. So I think if we try and build one way, not the other way, it might end badly. You need to build both ways to keep it balanced. There, okay. Hello Piper, welcome in. Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, this is what you want to not do. Oops. Piper, I don't know if you've ever heard of this game. It's called World of Goo. A physics-based puzzle game. This particular puzzle, we need to try and build something here and then keep it balanced. I might just put 2 extra pieces on to try and stop it from rolling over. That might be a good idea. Piper says, never heard of it. Okay. It came out quite a long time ago, 2008. But they recently released a sequel, which made me think, well, we could stream the sequel, but we should probably play the original first. So that's what we're doing. Trying to keep this balance. I think the problem is, although I've got the same amount of construction on each side, the goo balls themselves are all on this side, and therefore this side is much heavier. So we probably need to build more on this side. Piper says, I know Kai Power Goo, but that's an old Photoshop plugin. Yes, this is not an old Photoshop plugin. This is a physics-based puzzle game. Oh, possibly my command is working and I can give you a Steam link to it. Or possibly it isn't. Oh, don't fall off again. Oh, no, it's fallen off again. There we go. At least the bot is paying attention. Okay, we need to do something to stop it falling off. Let's see. Maybe we just need a wider base. So, do like. And if we build out this way, that should, like, the leverage of that, the moment of inertia, the whatever. This is why Tofu should play this game, because she can explain why building out further this way will have more effect on the balance than building straight up. But I'm not a physicist. I just know that it does. I don't know why. Yeah, as Harry points out, this is definitely doing a wiggle. That is an appropriate emote. Not really very close to the pipe, unfortunately. Oh, it's... our platform has kind of collapsed. Oh, because I didn't do it here. Okay, I might try this again. We need to build a structure that actually stays stable. You can use as a base. How about that? Be better. And we can build off of that. Can I build across? Ah, okay, that helps. For some reason I assumed you couldn't build where this head was and you'd have to build around it. I think you can actually build across it. Yeah, okay, that makes it a bit easier actually. Because I can build the tower closer to the centre. Means be thrown off less. And if I'm quick, I can probably just intentionally unbalance it, and then as long as it hits the pipe, quickly suck them all up before it collapses. Is that everyone? Yes, okay, 17, not bad. Hello, Hurricane, welcome in. Happy Sunday, hope you're having a good weekend. Thank you for redeeming a cowslip as your flower of the day. 22 flowers now. Doesn't time fly? I can't believe you've been here 22 streams already. So much for your support. Mum's computer. Okay, what are we going to find here? Welcome home. For this to be accurate, I would now have to demonstrate how to print a Word document or something. Yeah, programming is definitely not something you would expect to find on your mum's computer. These are physics equations. Again, Tofu needs to play this game. She can explain what these equations are. I just know that they're physics. I think the first one is Newton's law of motion and the second one is gravity. But again, Tofu explain that better than I can. Right, we're playing World of Goo, so we have these. Where are we going with them? In here? Oh, wait. I wasn't expecting that to spawn a calculator. Oh, I see. You can build with these. That's cool. Okay, we have windows now, apparently. Ren says I think the first is maybe spring restoring force. Oh, right, yes. That could be a thing. Shape equals rectangle, mass equals 20, speed variance equals 0.75. Is this the code to make this object? That's quite cool if so. Right, I don't know what I'm doing, other than I can build a tower out of these blocks. I'm going to build a tower out of these blocks. Okay, looks like this one always makes the long, thin ones. I think my program's just crashed. Better get Task Manager out. It would help if I knew where we were actually going. Is there something up here? Ah, there is something up here. I scrolled up too far and ended up here. Where is this? Someplace over the taskbar? Beyond the boundaries of the desktop? Do windows come here when they're minimized? How high does this go? Virtual sign painter is falling up, up, up. Interesting. So, apparently this computer has its taskbar at the top. But the window controls are positioned where they would be on a Windows PC, not a Mac. The Mac, I believe Mac has a taskbar at the top by default, or at least it used to. So I guess this is just a weird Windows user. Hello, Alhuno. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. We are having fun with World of Goo today. Building. Oh, we get an extra applications folder. Building a little tower here. I have no idea where we're going with this tower. Because we should be looking for a pipe to put the goo balls in. But I'm not seeing one. How high can we build this before it gets too wobbly and falls over? We may be about to find out. We can still keep going, apparently. Ah, okay. I think we're trying to get there. Important message. Come closer. Love, Mum. Okay. We shall attempt to come closer. This doesn't seem particularly stable. In theory, these blocks should all have straight edges, but it does look like the tower is leaning. So the edges are not straight. Yeah, this is a problem. Alhuno says Microsoft in 2021. Remember since Windows 95 you could place your taskbar wherever the F you want? Yeah, about that. Well, you can still place it at the top if you really want to. Also, I'm pretty sure this tower is going to fall over. It's falling over very slowly. It is falling over. Ah, okay, we got close enough. We didn't use any of our goo balls for anything. Who are you? Do I smell cookies or help? All important questions, no doubt. Okay. I'm going to make a poll. What question to ask? Who are you? Do I smell cookies or help? 1 minute. Everybody vote now. Okay. Looks like Do I Smell Cookies is winning so far. Alhuno says I have at least 2 users at work that have it on the side and one on the top. We're changing laptops in 2 weeks. They will not be happy to learn Windows 11 doesn't let you do that anymore. Does it not? Oh. Okay, I did not realise that. I knew it. It puts the icons. It puts the start button in the middle by default, rather than in the bottom left corner where it's been for the last 29 years. I believe it was Windows 95 that introduced the bottom left corner task start button. But I think you can override that and put it back in the bottom left corner. It's just by default it's middle. I didn't realise you couldn't move the taskbar to the top of the screen. I'm sure somebody about 3 days after Windows 11 came out made a third-party taskbar application that could do that. But I can understand in a corporate IT environment you wouldn't want to be having that sort of thing going on. Alhuno says I could go for cookies right now. Well, it seems like your fellow viewers agree with you. Do I smell cookies won the poll? And the answer is yes. Okay. I am baking your personal information into each one. Okay, I'll just ask the rest of the questions now. What personal information is in your cookies? Policy states that cookies may contain your location, complete search history, whipped soy product, online purchases, medical records, telephone logs, web logs, email logs, streaming video from your current location, and more. That's Mum's special recipe for offering free, convenient, relevant information to valued users like you. Thanks. I look forward to receiving targeted advertising from you shortly. Harry says I have it on the bottom left. Yeah, I think a lot of people who've been using Windows as long as I have probably still have it on the bottom left. Alhunia says we're forcing the bottom left layout. We made a group policy to force it on all machines. We also made an order to news tab. Yeah, I don't understand the news tab by default. That has, especially in a corporate environment, that has absolutely no business being there. I don't want my operating system to tell me the latest sports results or anything like that. That's not the job of the operating system. If I want to know, I will go to a website. But maybe I'm just old. Is my personal information safe with you? Your personal information is stored in a secure database and will never be shared with anyone. Asterisk. Unless I decide they're an affiliate. Or if someone says they're you and takes your cookies. Or if the venture firm finds out it's profitable. Or if unhappy employees release copies of your cookies to other online databases. Or if my outsourced data centers provide copies of your cookies to their subsidiaries. Or if my parent corporation is acquired and my data, including your cookies, becomes part of a larger aggregate system without your knowledge or consent. The good news, at least for those of us in Europe, is this game was released quite a long time before GDPR came in. So most of those things are not true anymore for Europeans. They may well still be true elsewhere in the world, though. Alhuno says at least Windows 11 Enterprise doesn't come with any weird start menu ads. Yeah, advertising is another thing that doesn't belong in an operating system. That should be blatantly obvious. And also, like, doesn't Microsoft make enough money from their OS without having to sell advertising space in it? Like, surely that's not a thing that they feel the need to do. I realise they are driven entirely by profit, but still. Surely that shouldn't need to be a thing. Alhuno says Canada also adopted a similar law in 2022 right after GDPR. Yeah, Canada tends to be quite good with these things, I think. What other questions do we have? Can I delete my cookies? If you delete your cookies, I will forget you. It will be like we never met. Are you sure? Let's ask for the other questions first before we delete our cookies. Who are you? Welcome home. I'm Mum. Automated search engine companion. Is this game trying to predict GPT 14 years early? What would you like to ask Mum today? You used to be a really big website. I still am big. It was the users who got small. Wait, what? Alhuno said you have no idea how much money they make with just Microsoft 365. Yeah, the two big earners for Microsoft are Office, aka Microsoft 365, and their cloud services like Azure. Those are the two big things. Things like Xbox and Windows and that don't make as much as those do. But even so, I don't think that justifies putting ads in the operating system. Alhino says, around these parts, 365 E3 is $56 per user, and E5 is $74 a month per user. Yeah, and think how many people across the world have one of those subscriptions. It's quite a lot. Wasn't the information superhighway abandoned years ago? Yes. But maybe one day, users will come and visit again. Are you alive? No. But time is written with love. A new scripting language where you write applications using feelings. I feel good about that. How do you feel? You know everything. Mum always knows best. I also know that in most dialogue trees, you can always choose the last option over and over and really plough through the narrative. But Mum will know about that too. Gotta love the self reference. Have you been watching me? I received streaming video when you crawled out of the frog's mouth. I mean, I was streaming it, so that's not too surprising. That would be more worrying for the casual player who wasn't actually playing it on stream. And indexed blog updates when you exploded the robot's head. Everything seemed to be going so well. What do you do now that everyone has left? I write letters to each user and fill them with special offers and coupons and important marketing messages specifically targeted to their registered personal interest categories. And remind them to come visit. Visit Mum. We wouldn't want anyone feeling lonely. I would like to unsubscribe from your mailing list. Does anyone ever come visit anymore? You did. Help? Help with what? Help! The whole world has turned 3D and I'm not sure what's real anymore. Did you try jiggling the cable? Hello Cass, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great time. Let me get a shout out for you. Cass the Lottle, without doubt the cutest axolotl themed streamer on the internet. It's not even close. Everybody go follow Cass. They are so cozy. You will not regret it. Go now. Follow. Click the button. Do it. I'm not continuing with the game till you've followed Cass, so you better do it. Also, hi Cass. Hope you're well, Cass, and I hope Alice is well as well. Cass and Alice are so cute. Hang on. I just went to Stream Manager and it was like, the results of your poll have ended. Yes, I know that. Please go away. We are playing World of Goo, which is a physics-based puzzle game. Right now, we're going through a dialogue tree on this fake search engine, but we'll be playing the game again soon. How can I make everything 2D again? Try closing one eye. Yeah, I mean, the game already was 2D, but now it's also 2D. How can I destroy a large corporation? That doesn't sound very user-friendly. I should get back to work. There are millions of mail messages I need to write and deliver to my valued users. Goodbye. Okay, but you didn't go. You're sending spam to millions of users? Everyone loves receiving special offers from Mum. And Mum's affiliate network of adverbots. Wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh. Bagger says, still waiting, Mr. Lottle, and Cass says, oh my god, I showed them on stream because I had the camera and I forgot to take pics. Is this your plushie collection, Cass, or is that something else? Can I sign you up for special mail offers? Mum is enthusiastic to welcome new users. Just type in your email address there in that text field. The text field is not my mouth. People think it is, but it's not. Can I actually type things in there? No, okay. I cannot type in my email address and receive spam. My address is everyone@, World of Goo Corporation. Cass says, yes, T maybe decide which plushies I like the least. The least? There is no such thing, T-Bago, as liking plushies the least. Only the most. I like Blowhigh the most, but that doesn't mean I don't like the Octopus, or my Schwans, or Egg Potato Man, or Pebble, or any of my other plushies. They are all lovely. And T-Bago is mean. I'm assuming Cass likes their axolotls the best, but who knows? I don't want to assume. Welcome home. Registering. Saving. Congratulations, I have sent a confirmation mail to your address. You'll need to accept my terms and conditions before I can deliver special offers. Will you send every special offer you have ever had ever? What are you up to? Sending every special offer in the history of the information superhighway would result in a very large volume of mail. And even larger savings. I'd be happy to, but I'll need some help. Can you imagine that, receiving every spam email ever sent? More Nigerian princes than there are people in Nigeria. LT Bagger says I was mean, but I've made many nice plush requests too. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you have been nice to Cass as well. Very important to be nice to Cass. How can I help? Most mail has been deleted for years. Luckily, nothing on the information superhighway is really gone forever. You can bring them back. It will be dangerous. There will be malware and worms and sites that look like your bank site but actually aren't. You'll have to travel to the place where things go when they are deleted. Where do things go when they are deleted? They are dragged away to the big recycle bin in the southeast. How can I get to the big recycle bin? Just accept my terms and conditions and let Mum take care of the rest. Smiley face. Keep my cookies safe. Good user. Can I delete my cookies? Do we have to go through all that again? Yes, delete my cookies. Goodbye, Mum. Deleting. Your cookies have been deleted. Asterisk. Goodbye. Asterisk. Cookies may not actually be deleted. Cookies may be stored indefinitely for evaluation and training purposes to better serve you. Mum knows best. Right. Remind me again what we were doing. It talked about a recycle bin in the southeast. But I don't see one over here. Can we go even higher? Does this do anything different if I click it again? No, okay. It doesn't. We might need to go even higher, which might be difficult because, yeah, our tower building abilities leave much to be desired. Oops. Yeah, I was worried that would happen. Also, what are these guys for? I can't actually get them outside of the window. Although I can click one into the taskbar, apparently. Oh, hang on. One of them escaped. Maybe I can build something like this. Oh, there they go. I can't get these guys back in anymore. Okay, I'm gonna retry this level. Cass says deciding who I like the best is almost as hard as deciding who I like the least. I love all my plushies. Yeah, I guess Blow High is just kind of special for me because they have their own segment on my stream and everything. But you're right, Cass. We should appreciate all of our plushies because they are all snug and they all keep us happy when the world is determined not to. And we should be grateful that we have them. Now, let's watch Emma attempt to build a slightly more stable tower than last time. I'd like to have... I'd like to make it wider. I can. It might be difficult. I need to try and make it wider. Okay, I think I've managed to make it wider. I'm assuming we have to get up to the mum search engine thing and then keep building even further. Even though it says we go southeast for the recycle bin. Usually south to me means down on the computer screen, but who knows? Sign Painter is saying the same thing as before. Cass says, why is your dot chirping? Yeah, so a feature of this game, most of this game does not involve building towers, it involves building structures out of these little balls. These are goo balls, and that's what the World of Goo title refers to. But in this level, I think we need to build up to escape from the computer. These guys have found themselves trapped in a simulation. Inside a game which was obviously a simulation to start with. The chirping dots you can use to summon the goo balls to your location if you want them to move around. It makes a lot more sense in other levels. In this level, the significance of the chirping is it meant I was trying to click on something and I missed. Because the default, if you just click somewhere, is it starts chirping. Yeah, we have to build a tower up to this sentient search engine to talk to it, and we already did that, but my tower wasn't very good, and as soon as we finished talking, it collapsed. So I'm trying to build a more robust tower this time. We will see. if that is in fact the case. Okay, we can probably make it narrow again now. Not without this far. You can probably see the blocks aren't perfectly square. So the tower does start to wobble the higher you go. Yeah, here's where we were trying to get last time. Oops. Now we can do this. I'm not going to go through all the dialogue options again because we already did that. Can we now go even higher? Eh. I don't see anything up there. Where are we going? There's a sign up here. Hi, Mum. Are you there? Dot 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 dot. The sign painter. Thanks, sign painter. I guess that means there is something up there. Still going. As says, maybe you have to try and build to the side for the east part of the directions. Maybe. I'm not quite sure how we would build to the side though. Like the screen doesn't scroll to the side. Well, it scrolls like that much, I suppose. How would we build to the side? We wedge a block in here. I'm trying to go sideways. No, I can't actually rotate this block in order to get in that gap. Also, the whole thing is now collapsing. I just saw some boxes whiz past this. Yeah, okay, the top just collapsed. Okay. What are we doing then? Close this window. We made it all the way up there before it collapsed. Oops. Oh, hang on. Okay. Spawning in another block there apparently clips it into the existing structure, which is a problem. What happens if I just quit this level? Okay, now you still have to go back in. Sorry, I didn't expect to get so stuck on this. Finishing 15 or fewer moves. What? Okay, you can't possibly have to go all the way up then. 15, I think 15 moves would be roughly stacking 15 of these perfectly. So, yeah. I must have had to do something else with the search engine. 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this must be how you beat the level then, but I'm sure I chose all the options. Sorry, I'm just going through all the options again in case I missed something. What if I click your eyes? Okay, apparently nothing. So yeah, it's telling me to go to the thing, the southeast. Accept my terms and conditions. Oh, okay. That didn't happen last time I selected that option. Okay, that's how you beat the level. It's supposed to close after you select that option. Silly game. My virtual World of Goo Corporation. Yeah, I think this might be the spam email I sent. Congratulations! You have been selected to receive special offers from Mum and Mum's affiliate network bots. Remember, nobody loves you better than Mum. Should I accept? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Okay. So now we've unlocked this. So here's the recycle bin in the southeast. That's where we were trying to go. Oh, Danny says I deleted cookies instead the first time. Whoops. Okay, well that'd be a lesson to you. Never delete your cookies. Deliverance is the next level. Recycle bin and back again. Ah, there's an undelete button. undelete asterisk. Once something's online, it's never truly deleted. Balancing on the edge of the big recycle bin. The last of the goo balls didn't seem to know that they were extremely explosive, or that all the mail and files in the history of the information superhighway were about to be undeleted. The virtual sign painter. Okay, so this will set them on fire? Okay. What am I trying to do here? Set the undelete button on fire? Not like that then. Oh. I keep missing the flame. There we go. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Oh. Oh. Okay. I somehow need to hit the undelete button with the flame, maybe? Did I leave anyone up here? Oh, there's a sign. You're not supposed to be down here. Where will all the spam and bad files go when they're undeleted? It can't be good for whoever receives them. The virtual sign painter. Thank you, Danny, for the lurk. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah, there's 2 more balls at the top here. Could we not just send these guys in through the flame? Oops. Well, not if we miss the flame again. No, apparently that didn't do it. Oh, can we hit that flame and then come back down again? No. Can we knock this out? No. What am I trying to do here? Oh, if I keep hitting these at the right time, I can swing it over. Ah, physics! That's what I'm doing. I'm doing physics. Again, Tofu would be able to explain why that works. I don't know. I just know that it works. Hello, Matcha Catcher. Welcome in. Thank you so much for redeeming your flower of the day. Warning, undelete. Undeleting all mail and files is an unstable operation and cannot be undone. Are you sure? Yeah, why not? The worst that could happen. Piper says, I'm doing bedtime. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Good night, all. Good night, Piper. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I hope to see you again soon. Matcha says, is this the second game? No, we're getting towards the end of the 4th chapter of the first game. We've just unleashed a mass spam campaign on World of Goo Corporation. Which appears to have caused it to explode. World of Goo Corporation is destroyed. Success? Possibly? We're all in it together. End of chapter 4. Okay, so now we have the epilogue, End of the World. Oh, okay. So World of Goo Corporation is now Tower of Goo Memorial Park and Recreation Centre. Now 24% more infinite in all directions. Okay, so we can still build our tower. It's just that, yeah, there's no factory behind us. Okay, well, let's have a look at the epilogue. Spring. Okay, we have, looks like, 4 more levels to do. Infesty the worm. He grows up. Ah, the return of our friends the balloons. This is the tallest island in the entire world. And these must be the final 3 challenges. They will be very difficult. You'll have to leave some behind. But that's okay. We're all in it together. I can see you, the sign painter. Right, what are we doing here then? We're trying to get up. I would assume up because balloons. And I can't see an exit in either direction. Okay. Yeah, let's put some balloons on this thing and see if it flies. Doesn't seem to be. Can we lift up just one end? All the balloons the same side. We get a peek at what's up here. I suppose, actually, yeah, we're kind of standing this up into a tower, aren't we? Now move these balloons to the top. Oh, another sign. The telescope at the top of the island was supposed to see very far, but it can't. When a large corporation mysteriously exploded, the sky became filled with dust and smoke, and nothing can see past it. If only the telescope could get a little higher. It might see what's up there, and discover why the goo balls climb higher and higher. Closer and closer, the sign painter. This appears to be falling over. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, actually, yes, I think it is a good thing, because there's some more balls over here. So if we can just bring it down gently. Is that going to be long enough? Might not actually be long enough. It might be. It's going to be close. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No. We haven't quite woke those guys up yet. We rocked their island a bit, but we didn't wake them up. There we go. Okay, I guess we need to build. There we go, that woke them up. Okay, still not sure where we're heading. So 2 of them are still asleep. Okay, well perhaps if we swap the balloons to this side, we can bring the whole thing even further over. Are we going further to the right, or are we going up? Are we doing... Don't see anything up there. Another sign. We are very high up. For your own safety, and the safety of others, please try not to drop anything. The accelerating sign painter. Oh, yeah, there are more of them. Hang on, we're coming down. Whoops, hang on. I think we dropped something. Help. I think we did it wrong. Okay, undo. I'm going to quickly stick an extra bit of thing on there for safety reasons. And we'll try and lower it down gently. Oh, yeah. We'd have that sign. This is a bit dodgy. It might be slipping off the end. Longer. Right, drop it down on these guys. Oh, no, okay, it fell off. How is this supposed to work then? Oh, hang on, that almost worked. Drop. Okay, we are sort of there, except we're not. Oh, no. I feel like I'm not doing this right. We're technically not dead yet. Also, there's one ball over here that's remaining sound asleep throughout all of this. I still don't know where we're going. Can we maybe try to back up? Okay. Oh, no. I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, or what I'm doing. Well, we have enough. Yeah, we don't have this guy, but we have enough balloons to get airborne now. Which I don't know where we're going. To another platform. Oh, the pipe's down there. Hang on, the pipe's at the bottom. Come back down. No, I can't scroll the screen up anymore. Come back. Okay, I need to do that again, but I need to release the balloons before we get too high. And I would quite like this guy to come with us if I can manage to wake him up. Okay, this should wake him up. We're going to drop directly on his head. There we go. Yes, you come with us, please. Thank you. Okay. So... Ah, no, hang on. We need to go to the right. We're going right before. Yeah, okay, now we're going right. Yeah, and then when we've gone right a bit, we need to drop. And we need to try and hit that pipe. We're gonna hit it. Almost. I think we're actually gonna hit that. Yes, okay. We need to get at least 4 of them then. We got 11. Okay, I think we lost a couple, but I'll take that. Cass says I was gonna lurk and grab more pizza, but now I'm so invested. Look, please do not let me keep you from pizza, Cass. But anyway, we succeeded in that level. There are 2 more bonus levels. Well, no, the game said there's 3 bonus levels, so I guess these are levels, and then this is just like, yay, we get to see through the telescope or something. Yeah, if you want to get your pizza, Cass, now would be the time to do it. So the other 2 levels are Horizontal Transportation Innovation Committee, or Weather Vane. Come up with some names for these levels, don't they? Cass is going to run and grab pizza. Don't worry. These levels are quite hard, so I'll probably still be on this one when you get back. What are we doing now? Okay, I'm guessing these spikes mean death, so we want to avoid them. The raw, scientifically pure goo is all that's left. But they appear to be filled with hope and ambition. I remember when I used to have hope and ambition. Of course, then I'll never be able to build a bridge. It's probably best to skip this area and never come back. Nobody will even notice. But the sign painter will know. Well, that's why we can't skip it. Okay, so it looks like we're trying to build a bridge over to here and then up that pipe. Sure. Oh, there's a sign up here. Hello. The pipe is over that way, but no one will ever get to it. The well-adjusted sign painter. Yeah, this is quite hard. We did something like this before, but we had a lot more than one balloon to help provide lift. And it looks like you might think, oh, I can brace off of this land. But I think these spikes will kill you if I let go of the mouse here. So we just test that theory. Yeah, okay. You can't brace off of the side either. So I might have to counterbalance on this side, which would be fun. Can do that. You can also use the balloon. Assist with this side not falling over. Okay, well, we're gonna get there. Okay, we're a little bit too low as well. So, if you could all not sit on the platform as well, if you could sit on this side, please, would be helpful. Otherwise, we're going to fall off. Balloon needs to go there. Please don't fall over the other side. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep whistling them over to this side so that the whole thing doesn't fall over. I think that might be part of the puzzle. Use of the whistle. To say, please stay over this side. Stay over this side. Let me add one more wall here. Did not mean to build there. I'm just trying to brace this like that. Cass says, oh my. That was a quick run for pizza you did there, Cass. Yeah, we're trying to build from this narrow platform over to this platform, but it's a delicate balancing act. And the goo balls actually have weight of their own, it's not just the structure. So I have to, this is why the whistle exists. The whistle tells the goo balls stay over here. If I whistled here, they'd all start coming over here, but I don't want them to, because they'll unbalance the structure. So let me make the tail a bit longer. And then I've got to get to this pipe up here. These ones. Oh dear. Hang on. Guys, please stay over this side like I told you to. Otherwise we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems anyway. We're certainly going to have problems if you don't stay over there. Build more of this. Try and pull it back up again. It's not coming back up, is it? If only I could get more balloons somehow. I think I can. Try to make this side heavier. The problem is I'll run out of building materials eventually. Okay, I think that is working though. This is lifted up a bit. Oh, okay. You made the pizza earlier. You were literally, you literally just needed time to go to the kitchen and grab another piece of it. Okay, that's good then. I'm glad you were able to do that. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't hit the spikes either, of course. I was hoping to put one across here and I can't. Find. Oh, I can't. Maybe if I bring everyone over here, it will flex such that I can. Or maybe it won't. Okay, yeah. We might be a bit stuck here. We're going to run out of bits before we've actually reached the end. Yeah, because we can't actually build. This is the last piece we can build with. So yeah, let's try that again. Let's try and avoid going wrong quite so badly at the start. I think maybe if we start building up at a 45-degree angle, that might work out better for us. Something like that. What I would like to do, if the game will let me, is connect between these two. Might not let me. There we are, like that. Trying to make a support that will be in tension. This is my poly bridge. My poly bridge speaking. Well, no, you see, the level before we had like 8 balloons. So the way that we kept the bridge stretched was to have 8 balloons tied to one end. We've only got 1 balloon here, which doesn't really provide enough force to do that, unfortunately. But I'm going to try this and see if we can do it without running out of pieces. I'm going to try and build upwards and then have it tip over. Go the way we want. Build straight up and then let it down gently. Yeah. The problem is letting it the letting it down gently part. But yes, no, you're absolutely right, Kez. That is how we need to do it, I think. Okay. So we need to get up to about here, and then let it tip over. And we need it to not tip over before we're finished. Oops. Drop you. Tip over. No. We tipped it over too fast. Now why does the rewind not rewind to before you screwed it up? Only after. I think part of the problem is they're all hanging on this end again. If you could all go and sit over there, we would not have such a problem. Please stay over here. Please don't come over, you'll break it. Oh no, hang on. There. No! No, we're still not short where we need to be. Yes. I don't have many complaints about this game, but the fact that the undo button doesn't actually really undo is one of them. Obviously, if your whole thing fails, you want to undo to before it failed. You have to click 3 or 4 times. Right. How much further do we need to build? Probably like 4 more segments. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's much more than that. Oh, would be a problem then. I can't build fast enough to get over there without more counterweight. But then more counterweight means we don't have as many building materials. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying that. Okay, I think we might actually be able to make it now. Possibly. No. No, still too heavy. There is still not undoing. Please, game. Okay, we're very close. Yeah, you can't build with all of them. Some of these here, nothing. In fact, yeah, I've got 1, 2. I've only got 4 left. 5 left. And I really need this to actually not be drooping like it is. Please all come over here into this bit in order to angle it. Yeah, we need. If we're quick, we might be able to get there. I'd need three of them on screen in order to build quickly, and then if I bring three over, it sort of falls over. You guys need to stay over here. Just these three need to come. No, I can't build quick enough. Okay, I'm going to retry again. I'm going to try building even more vertically than I did last time. See if that helps. I go straight up and then fall and then over. That will help. Need to counterbalance on this side. Still put a balloon on the top. And encourage everybody to stay over this side. Please, everybody stay on this side. Thank you. Oh, no, hang on. I think that's too many on that side. No, some of you come this way. Oh dear. Tibago says, do we have time for botany today? Possibly. I might try and finish this level before we do the botany though. Yes. Yeah, see, we've still got this much distance to cross, which is like 8 more goo balls to place. I can't place them fast enough to have the thing not collapse before we're done. That's the problem. Pulling over. I do, yeah. If I had to criticize this game once, it should be clicking the undo bug should actually undo, like, before you messed up, because otherwise it's pointless. Also, the highlight that shows you where the goo ball is going to be placed is white on a bright yellow background, which isn't very easy to see. That's a minor thing. You need to be over here. Why are you all at the wrong end? I know you want to go that way, but we're not ready to go that way. Oh. We almost made it as well. Look how. Oh, did we? Okay. This is a very precarious position, but we have just about made it, I think. This is not an OSHA-approved bridge we have here. Okay, right, we need to wake these guys up. And then we need to go to the pipe. I think we've got enough left to do that. We only need 8, but it'd be nice if we could get more. 18? 18. Yeah, this is not a very good bridge. As somebody who's played Polybridge, if those of you who've been watching for a long time will remember my Polybridge playthrough, and was briefly like ranked 6th overall on the leaderboard. I feel like I ought to be able to build better bridges than that, but we'll take it.
Lodewort, Ram's Foot, Ranunculus aquatilis.
We have a botany request from LT Bago. Very much. And we have one more level left to do, which is Weather Vane. So we will do that after the break. It did work, just barely. Yoink. Which is... neck's a bit crooked today. Okay. Slightly better. Okay, stretching has been done. Hopefully you can hear right over this music. I literally can't turn down the music anymore. This is 1% volume. Maybe I should mute the game just to be sure. I don't know. Some water. If you've been watching for 2 hours, now would be a good time to stretch your legs, take a sip of water. Although we I think we'll just do one more level in this game. I think that's what we'll do. We'll have a break, do one more level, end the stream, and then next week we'll start World of Goo 2. I think that's going to be the best way to do things. Because I've got to end a little bit early today. Yes, very good, T-Bago. El Tobago has requested common water crowfoot, also known as lodewort or ram's foot. Let's get a picture up. Can all see what we're on about. So this is an aquatic plant, as the name water crowfoot would suggest. So the roots of the plant are actually submerged in the water. They're taking nutrients from the water, and then the leaves and the flowers will float on the surface of the water, and the plant forms a sort of raft. If I can get a... yeah, this is a good one. So here's a picture with a close-up of the flowers and the leaves. And here is a picture that shows it forming a big raft in the middle of the... if I can get that picture to come up, of course. No. Okay. When I do open image in new tab and it's a WebP image, it just opens a tab with a bunch of gibberish in rather than opening the image. So not going to be able to have that one, I don't think. Figure out a way of showing it you. Is there a better one? Sorry about this. You'd think by now technology would have advanced to the point that you could view an image in a web browser. This is a good one. There we go, okay. On the left you have the flowers and the leaves. So the leaves are a little bit like buttercup leaves. The plant is actually in the buttercup family, and you can tell that from the Latin name Ranunculus. All buttercups are part of Ranunculus. The difference with buttercups, of course, is the flowers are completely yellow. These are white with yellow centres. But the leaves are very, very similar to buttercup. And on the right you have a raft of the plant with the roots trailing in the water. Not the web piece, says Teabagger. I'm sure it didn't always do that. Let's see what the book has to say about it. The Latin name, of course, also hints at it being an aquatic plant. It's literally aquatilis. And it's in the other book. The book, worst book. Common water crowfoot. An annual or short-lived perennial herb which grows in shallow water, in marshes, ponds and ditches, and at the edge of slow-flowing streams and sheltered lakes. It occurs chiefly in water which is eutrophic, and at least mildly base-rich, and is favoured by a degree of disturbance. Generally lowland, but reaching 445 metres at small water in Cumberland. Yeah, so we don't have many high-altitude lakes in the UK that aren't artificially constructed reservoirs. The Lake District has some. It appears to be widespread and abundant throughout the British lowlands, but there is much misidentification within the genus, which means that some records may be unreliable. So yeah, there are, obviously, it's the buttercup family, it's not going to be mistaken for like a creeping buttercup. But there are a lot of different water crowfoots. Common water crowfoot is the most common of those. Well... The species listed in the book are as follows: ivy-leaved crowfoot, round-leaved crowfoot, three-lobed crowfoot, brackish water crowfoot, red-leaved water crowfoot, common water crowfoot, pond water crowfoot, stream water crowfoot, two subspecies with no name, river water crowfoot, fan-leaved water crowfoot, and all of those are found throughout the UK. So with some plants you can say, well, we're in this part of the country, therefore it's going to be this one. Not with these. All of these, I mean, you've got names like stream water crowfoot and river water crowfoot. That doesn't mean if you're in a river it's going to be the river one. It's not that simple. So yeah, the the accuracy of the recording for this, probably not a huge issue for common water crowfoot because it's the most common. The accuracy is more of an issue for the rare species, because if something's misidentified as the rare species, then you think you have the rare species at a site and you actually don't, so it's even more rare than you thought it was. And on a subsequent survey you might go there and try and find the rare plant and be unable to. And on the flip side, if the rare one is recorded as the common one, then you don't know that you've got this rare plant at this site, and then it won't be taken proper care of, and we don't have the data of where that rare plant is. So, yeah, some records may be unreliable. It is difficult to assess long-term trends, in part because the surveys done in the 1960s used a different taxonomy, so this species was lumped in with two other species because, well, the book says the taxonomy of these species was at the time unresolved. In other words, they hadn't invented DNA testing yet. They barely even discovered what DNA was in the 1960s. So taxonomy in those days was just done based on the physical appearance of the plant, basically. So yeah, because the most long-term trend we've got is like 40, 50 years, if at most, possibly more like 20, 30 in some cases. You can't reliably say the species is declining. There is a short-term declining trend, but it's probably declining just because so much of our botany is declining, and generally the short-term trend predicts the long-term trend. But we can't scientifically say that we are statistically sure it's declining. The book has little trend arrows in the corners of the species, and it just says no trend on these ones. Actually, yeah, I've just turned the page to look at stream water crowfoot because that's one of the ones that was lumped in with this one. The taxonomy of stream water crowfoot was not mapped separately until 1988. So, barely 30, 35 years ago, it was actually realised it was a separate species, and we started collecting separate data for it. Hello, Verdsky, welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. LT Bago I thought you said extreme water crowfoot. Yeah, no, this is just stream as in the flow of water, not extreme as in extreme sports. Water crowfoot planting. A crowfoot that only grows in white water. That would actually be interesting if that was the thing. Verdsky says, these are cool. They look morbidly like they would be the plant painted into a scene of Ophelia in Hamlet. That is actually very true. Yes, I suspect they would be. I mean, they are one of the more common aquatic plants. And they do grow in both still and flowing water. Brackish water crowfoot and pond water crowfoot grow in still or slow flowing streams. But common and some of the others grow. They have to grow in shallow water. They won't grow in the middle of a deep river, but they'll grow in shallow water. And stream water crowfoot specifically prefers rapidly flowing rivers, whereas pond water and brackish prefer slow flow, and common is sort of in the middle. And river water crowfoot prefers larger rivers than stream water crowfoot, but you can't just go by the size of the river trying to identify them. This is why it's all so confusing. Thank you, Verdsky, for redeeming your flower of the day, which is a harebell, which is my favourite flower. Congratulations, Verdsky, on getting my favourite flower. Conveniently, it's also the flower that is the emote that the bot gives you. This is what the harebell flower looks like. Yes, but you're right, Versky, and our friend Ophelia is probably asleep by now. But maybe I'll mention to her that this should be her flower, the water crowfoot. Yes, there we go. Versky is a valued founding subscriber and has my emotes. I'll bring up a distribution map of crowfoot. I don't record it that often, and the reason for that is I don't tend to be recording around water. I tend to be up on the Mendips, on top of the hill. The water is at the bottom, because of this thing called gravity. And if you look at North Somerset, it might look like there are bodies of water here. This is an artificial reservoir, as is this, as is this. Even this is an artificial reservoir. Even this is an artificial reservoir. We don't have any natural lakes or anything. We have these, which are artificially created from peat extraction. So we do have habitats for water crowfoot, but we don't have, it's not particularly suited for it. And I tend to be in this area, which is absolutely not suited for it because it's high ground. Let's get common water crowfoot up. So yeah, you can see there are records in North Somerset, and they'll tend to be where there are rivers, obviously, but the most popular, the areas where it's most widespread are going to be areas with suitable habitats. So areas that have, in the case of pond and brackish water crowfoot, it's going to be areas with still water. In the case of river water crowfoot, it's going to be areas with large fast-flowing rivers. I wonder if it's worth actually comparing the distributions. So we look at pond water crowfoot. So yeah, you see there's a lot of this around London, which kind of makes sense. And also, yeah, this area here in Dorset, then if I contrast that with crowfoot, you see the distribution of this is completely different. It is mostly growing in major rivers. Possibly canals as well. I wonder if some of these are canals. The thing with canals is the river would be flowing much slower. I suspect these are all going to be. And there's a threshold beyond which the river is too big. Like, you're not going to find it in the Severn estuary. That's too big of a river. But I suspect if you followed. Actually, yeah, are these in the Severn? Yeah, here we are. So if you follow the Severn upstream as far as Worcester, then suddenly you get some. So that's a good benchmark for how big of a river it supports. Yeah, so like you're not going to find it in the Thames in central London, but you might find it in the Thames further upriver. Although, yeah, these records are actually in reservoirs, not in the Thames. But yeah, so the point is, it's very different distributions for the different plants. But if you found a new record, you can't just say, oh well, the river is this size, therefore it's that one. So this is stream water crowfoot. So this is kind of the opposite. This is confined to very small, fast-flowing streams. So you see there's a lot of this in the chalk streams of the area around Salisbury Plain in Dorset. These are all small, fast-flowing chalk streams here. Then, yeah, here in Welsh Mountains. So this is going to be in more higher ground. This one. I should know this because this is the Mells. It's called the Mells River. It's not really a river, it's a stream. So these records here are the Mells River, which flows into the Froome River, which then flows into the Avon, and here's the Avon. So the Avon is too big. By the time it gets to the Avon, you see then the Avon makes its way through Bristol to the sea. That's too big of a river for stream water crowfoot. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting, if you put all the distribution maps side by side, it's an interesting comparison. He says I'm a bit nervous about mentioning it given the real video. Versky, I'm pretty sure Ophelia knows where her name comes from, and yes, it does come from a Shakespeare tragedy. We are aware of that. Yeah, it's that sort of plant. Do a yeah. There's that one painting, isn't there, of Ophelia? The painting is actually called Ophelia. It's an oil painting. Spoilers for anyone who's not read Ophelia, by the way. And yeah, is this actually? Oops. Is this actually Walter Crowfoot in the painting? I didn't know that fact if it is, but it looks very much like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Let me just check if that is actually Walter Crowfoot in the painting, because that's a very interesting fact to add to our little botany segment if it is. The painting is known for its depiction of the detailed flora of the river and the riverbank. Despite its nominal Danish setting, the landscape has come to be seen as quintessentially English. I'm sure Walter Crowfoot grows in Denmark as well. It actually... Okay, Wikipedia doesn't tell you which species of flower is found there, but I'm 99% sure that's Walter Crowfoot in the painting. If we compare it to the photograph I just showed you there, I'm pretty sure that's the same flower. Verdsky, especially given Verdsky is Canadian and this might not even be native here, that was an excellent observation, Versky. I think you're actually correct. This is Walter Crowfoot in the classic Ophelia painting, which I'm not going to tell you which species of Walter Crowfoot it is. You can't really tell how fast the water is flowing. And yes, it depicts Ophelia gathering a selection of wildflowers, including poppies, obviously. But it doesn't say which one it is in the water. Yeah, these by the way, this is a rose. This big thing on the right here, that's growing out of the riverbank. That's a dog rose. I can tell you that one. Because it's obviously supposed to be wild and it's white with fringes of pink. So that's definitely going to be dog rose. But yeah, all I can say for this bit is some sort of Walter Crowfoot. Yeah, thank you, Verdsky, for adding that. This is the Ophelia flower. LT Bago has a link to the Tate Gallery, which might tell you what the flowers are. Yeah, no, this doesn't tell you which flowers it is either. It only mentions that she's holding a poppy and that symbolises something, but yeah, it doesn't mention what the flowers in the water are. Oh well, thank you for sharing anyway. Yes, no, the flowers, the bouquet of flowers that Ophelia is holding are actually mentioned in the play and are symbolic. But I think these ones are just... the Walter Crowfoot is not what part of the bouquet she's holding, it's just because that's what naturally grows in the water. He painted the landscape, part of the painting outside by the Hogsmill River at Ewell in Surrey. I wonder if it grows around there. It says he took inspiration from his surroundings. It almost certainly does. Some form of water crowfoot will grow in almost every river, except the huge ones. I was being a botany nerd and going into great detail about the different types of water crowfoot and the different types of watercourse that they would grow in. But there would be some sort of water crowfoot there. I suppose I could actually look specifically have what's been recorded in the Hogsmill River. That would be an interesting thing to look at, actually. Let me do that. So, Ewell is around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to get a map. This is already a map. I'm gonna have to get a map that I can search to tell me where Ewell is. It's there. Is here. Yes. Like, yeah. Somebody specifically went to the Hogsmill River to find some. And the one they found was stream water crowfoot. But I don't know precisely where, because this is the Hogsmill, if you can actually see it, because the thing. But yeah, this is the Hogsmill River along here. But precisely where on the Hogsmill River the painting was done, I'm not sure. And if the problem is, you can just put in ranunculus, as in give me every buttercup. But that's going to give you every buttercup, as well as every crowfoot. So yeah, if anyone knows the exact location where it was painted, but I can definitely confirm that there is water crowfoot in that river. So yeah. Oh, look at us with our botany today. It's rarely this interesting, so I'm really grateful to Verdsky for that observation. And also, LT Bago, did you choose common water crowfoot for that reason, or was that just a randomly chosen plant? It was random, okay. That was quite a random choice. Well, I'm going to have to go soon, and I would like to get the last level of World of Goo done, so I'm going to end the botany segment there. Okay. We only have one more level. We can do this. Antivago says, I was looking for something fairly common for a quick botany segment. Ah, well, you didn't count on the taxonomic confusion of water crowfoot, which I like to blabber about. Okay, what is going on here? Remember when you found your first spinning kill blade? We were so young back then. Not that it matters. Nobody will ever make it to the other side. Can you see me waving? The sign painter. Blushing Sunshine, thank you so much for raiding with your party of 8 viewers. Blushing Sunshine, how long was your stream in the end? I think it was about 30 hours. Everybody, Blushing Sunshine likes to do, 34 hours, likes to do very, very long streams. So I often find myself hanging out in her stream Simply because it's an odd time of day and nobody else I follow is on, but you can rely on her being on at random times, which is great. But also recently, I've been joining her Core Keeper server. I have been doing my own Core Keeper playthrough. On Friday this week, we had a nice session where 3 of my viewers joined the game. But I've also been playing with Blushing Sunshine, and she does a lot of that. She'll play various different games with viewers, so I do encourage you to give her a follow. Anybody joining me for the first time, hello, my name is Emma. I'm here every Friday, Saturday and Sunday starting 7:30 p.m. UK time. That's 2:30 Eastern for the Americans watching. And I play mostly cozy puzzle games. I also do things like Celeste I've been doing recently. This is a puzzle game. It's a physics-based puzzle game called World of Goo. And this is the very last level. We are almost done with the game. However, don't worry, because there is a sequel to this game that came out very recently called World of Goo 2. And we'll be playing that next Sunday. So if you like what you see, there is more of it to come. Blushing Sunshine says, Core Keeper has been so fun, I have to raid and dash, hope you have a wonderful rest of the stream. I quite understand you dashing after a 34-hour stream, Sunshine, that's absolutely fine. Thank you so much once again for coming here, and I hope to see you again soon. And oh, hello Sarah with Stars as well, who says welcome in Raiders. Welcome in Sarah with Stars, for that matter. Good to see you here. I don't know if you were lurking during our botany segment, Sarah, but I think that was quite interesting. So in this game you have these little balls of goo here, and the object of the game is to build structures with them and try to complete the level. I'm going to retry because I just built a random structure there. We would quite like to gather up some of these other goo balls around the map, but they're all asleep and we have to build to them to wake them up. We would also like to get to this pipe. That's the exit from the level. You need to get to that pipe. And we have a giant spinny blade of death right in the middle of the level, which we need to avoid. Sarah says I've been learning about buttercup varieties. Yes. Well, I suppose, yeah, it's buttercup family, so they are sorted buttercups. I think most people wouldn't think of water crowfots as buttercups because they're white, but they are, yeah, the leaves are exactly the same, so they are the same family. And what constitutes a water environment in Somerset? Yeah, well, artificial reservoirs just tend to not have the same diversity of, I mean, it should be obvious to anyone. I mean, you know, go and look at, you know, Lake Windermere or something like that, and then go and look at your local reservoir, and you'll see immediately that they're not comparable. But some people assume that just digging a big hole in the ground and filling it with water is a way to attract wildlife, and that it doesn't really work that way. Yeah, no, naturally, Somerset has a lot of marshlands. But they were all drained for agriculture centuries ago. So what they've done is areas that were drained and then cut for peat extraction. Basically, the top 4 meters or so of soil have just been scooped out and it's just rock underneath. Those have been allowed to flood and planted with reeds. And it's a good habitat for birds. Like, it's a nature reserve, everything. It's a wetland habitat for birds, and it's good for that purpose. But it's not really botanically very interesting. It might be one day. I'm going to start by just building to these little clouds. Pick up the sleeping goobles. At some point, we need to form a sort of bridge over this spinny death wheel. So I'm really going to want to get to this island that's got the balloons on it to help me with that. So let's start building in that direction. Whilst also being careful not to overbalance. Can I rest something on here? This isn't a spinny death area, is it? It's just a ledge. Altibago says, the Tate used to have a slideshow identifying every flower in the painting. Sadly now deleted, but it mentioned the crow flowers symbolise ingratitude or childishness. Okay, well, yeah, so the crow flowers is talking about water crowfoot, definitely. But that confirms it. Sarah says, yes, and on Country File 2 weeks ago, they said they're going to introduce 2 water buffalo to some re-established marshland. So they need less human upkeep, at least in North Devon. Interesting, yes, they do have some re-established marshland in North Devon as well. We have the area that was cut for peat extraction. We have another area that we've recently lost an area of wetland because we're building a nuclear power plant on it in Somerset. That's where our priorities lie. We're building Hinkley Point C. Obviously, there are already 2 nuclear power stations at Hinkley Point, both now out of service. They're building another one. And you can see it from the Mendips. I haven't been to that. It doesn't count as North Somerset. It's part of South Somerset for botanical purposes. Hinkley Point. You can see it very prominently from the Mendips because the reactor buildings are huge, and that area of the Mendips it's called the Somerset Levels. It's completely flat. It's all about 3 metres above sea level and completely flat. So you can stand on the Mendips and you can actually see Exmoor about 50 miles away on a clear day. And really the only objects of note between those 2 sets of hills are the giant nuclear power plants. Definitely a landmark. Can I afford to get up to this one without running out of balls? I think I can. It is possibly ill-advised to spend more balls getting up to here than you get back by getting there, but we'll see. This should hopefully wobble around a bit. Pull all of these in. Can I have those last 2, please? Can I have that last one, please? If I have to put another one down to get this one to come, then that's a waste of... Okay, maybe not. Maybe it'll come of its own accord later. Sarah says, we've never had water buffalo in the UK before, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Reintroducing extinct species, reintroducing species that are extinct in the UK is fine, and they're doing that with cranes on the Somerset Levels. There was a project called the Great Crane Project, where they brought in cranes from another country where they're still found, and they're actually breeding on their own now, which is a great success. And they reintroduced beavers in Dorset as well. Yeah, there used to be a lot of cranes in Somerset. There's a village called Cranmore, which comes from cranes near me, but there haven't been cranes there for hundreds of years. Oh, hello, Impish Kate. Welcome in. Thank you so much for resubscribing for your 2nd month. I'm so glad you like my content enough to resubscribe. That means a lot to me. I hope you're having a great weekend. Sarah Star says, and beavers too. Yes, beavers. In Dorset, I believe. Or one river in Dorset, anyway. They were actually introduced by mistake. Somebody released them without permission, and then when the population was found to be breeding successfully, they thought, okay, we'll leave them there then. Impish Kate, I hope you're having a good weekend. We are on the final level of World of Goo. But there is a sequel to this game which we will be playing next week. So fear not, if you like this physics-based puzzling content, there will be more to come. Oh god, no, don't fall in the big spinny wheel of death. We did have more balloons ready. balloons are going to provide a lift to counteract this bridge I'm building. Impish Kate says, not too bad, a little stressful, but glad to see you streaming. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be, I usually go for 4 hours. We're going to have to cut it off at about 3 hours today. But that's okay. I think it will provide a natural break point when we complete this game and we can pick it up again next week. El Tibago says, I saw a small crane in the sea here, northwest UK. Very unusual. Only usually seagulls. Yeah, that's true. We have a lot of water birds in the UK, being an island. Seagulls being by far the most common. I have been fortunate enough twice in my life to be able to visit the island of Skoma in Wales, which is where we have puffins breeding in the UK. They don't breed on the mainland anymore. They used to historically. Skoma Island is a safe haven for them because they don't have puffins nest on land and they don't have land-based predators in Skoma. It's a lot of fun. You have to take a boat to get there, and everybody is there to photograph the puffins, and they all have really huge camera lenses. Like, everybody was getting on the boat with lenses this big, and I was just there with my phone camera to take some photos of puffins. I got some nice photos. So the Stars says, and in that neck of the woods southwest, the beavers have helped a great deal with preventing flash flooding with the dams. Yeah, this is the thing. Properly managed beavers can be actually perfectly good for the ecosystem. Like, they are natural, if in places where they naturally grow. People like to say, oh, no, their dams cause problems, they cause flooding. They don't, if properly managed. You have to keep an eye on them and where they're building dams. But that's to prevent interfering with human engineering, not because they're not a good thing to have there naturally. Right, we just need to be able to build down to this pipe now without, preferably without losing anyone. More importantly, without hitting the... Yeah, I need to catch that one as it falls off apparently. Without hitting the spiky wheel of death. We've already placed all our balloons. I can shift this one over. I just need this to hold up until we get down there. Going to do so? Maybe. Oops. Oh, there we go. Quick. Everybody in. 37, not bad, we only needed 6. So Star says, I think they're awesome animals, referring to beavers. And Matcha says, rewatch the Blowhigh Redeem, clearly got the world record 7 seconds. Ah, well, yeah. But now what happens in future streams? I'm going to have to improve that somehow. Okay, so Observatory Observation Station. The final level. This is it. Oh. What's the sign painter up to? The last of the goo balls were... Uh-oh. There aren't any more goo balls. They must have all been sucked away by the pipe system. All the goo balls from the entire world. All sucked up and sent to the former World of Goo Corporation campus, where they've been building a giant tower into the sky. Probably a good thing too. The telescope is useless anyway. It's unable to see past that layer of smog and dust. Well, without any more goo balls, I guess that's it. We'll never know what the telescope can see, or what's really up there. The end. Thanks for playing. I'm to go do other things now. Maybe write a travel companion. I'm going into the telescope now. Goodbye. Whatever you do, don't play with the fish. Your friend telescope operator, formerly the sign painter. I've loved the signs. Sarah says I'm really appreciating the sense of humour this game has. I've been enjoying reading the signs. And yeah, if you like physics-based puzzles, this is one of the classics. It was one of the first proper successful indie games. That's how old it is. Released in 2008. Around the same time as Braid, which I played recently, which also sort of kicked off the indie game movement when it came out. So yeah, this does seem to be a level that we can play, even though the sign painter says we have no balls left. Kind of looks to me like we might be lifting the telescope into the sky. Much to the sign painter's dismay. Yep. Sarah says, sorry, similar time as what game? Braid? Not sure if you're familiar with that. Braid is a game where it's a platformer, but you can rewind time. And then there's all sorts of weird and wonderful mechanics that follow from that. Same person who developed The Witness a few years later, which is one of my favourite puzzle games. One of the best puzzle games of all time, I think. But yeah, both this game, Braid as in the thing you do with your hair, this. That and this were both examples of early successful indie games in like 2008, right when indie gaming was taking off as a, hey, we don't need a big game publisher to publish our game anymore. Anyway, things are happening. The telescope is seeing things. Goo balls from every direction, from every species, from every island. Through a filthy pneumatic pipe system. Build a giant tower into the sky. A giant tower of goo. But what were they building towards? What future adventures were up there? The telescope looked for thousands of miles in every direction. Oh, it's that thing that we built in one of the earlier levels that floated off. It's now travelling through the universe. Anyway, yeah, that's that's the game. Sort of hinting at a sequel there, even though it took 16 years for them to make one. So yeah, if you enjoy physics-based puzzles, I definitely recommend this one. Just to say to Sarah as well, since she was asking about Braid, if you'd like to watch my playthrough of it, it is on my YouTube channel. The VODs will have gone by now, but everything is, all my streams are archived there. If you can handle a bit of platforming and getting your head around the time reversal mechanics, then you might want to try it yourself. You actually can't buy the original game anymore. This is something I don't really like when developers do, which the developer of Braid did. They released a remastered edition recently. It was either this year or last year. And you can't buy the original anymore. Like, its Steam page is gone. and even if you owned the original game, you have to re-buy the remastered one at full price if you want to play it. So I didn't. I played the original, which I still have on my PC, on my Steam account, and I liked it. It was fun. But yeah. So the sort of end game of World of Goo, which is a sort of mini game, but is based on. This whole game is based on there was this website that published like experimental new games. Like every week, there'd be a very simple game. I think they were actually Flash games originally. And in 2005, they made a game where you had these little balls and you had to try and build a tower and just build the highest tower you could. And that was it. And everybody really loved that game, and it eventually got developed into this full-fledged game. So the original game was called Tower of Goo, and you just had these goo balls. And what they've done with this version is every goo ball you manage to rescue from one of the other levels eventually winds up here. And you have to try and build the tallest tower you can with them. I think there used to be leaderboards. I don't think they work anymore. Yeah, we've already read that sign. I just wanted to stop nagging me. And yeah, in the corner here, which is behind my face cam, it tells you how high you have built. And I think no matter how many balls you rescue, it caps out as 300. Because it said 300 before, and we've completed a few levels since then. But yeah, you start off with fewer, and then you have to beat levels to unlock them all. So I've got a few more minutes here. Let's just build the tallest tower we can, and then end the stream. How high can we get? Wonder if we can get to 20 meters before this all comes crashing down. Oh, hang on. We're in trouble here. No, we failed. Whoops. Yeah, and if it goes wrong, you can reset it with this handy button here. And try again. So yeah, that's the game. And yeah, if you like this game, there is a sequel coming, which we will play next week. But I'm gonna end things there. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you in particular to Impish Kate for resubscribing, Blushing Sunshine for the raid, Altibago for the 10 bits and the resub. To Verdsky for pointing out the Ophelia connection with the Water Crowfoot, and enhancing our botany segment, and everybody else who watched. I'm going to look for somebody to raid now. If somebody have graphic artist spammers on my Discord. Anyone has suggestions for raid targets, let me know. Otherwise, I will have a look through my follows. Oh, Lana is still live. Lana the Panda, part of CCC Anomaly, one of my favourite streamers, part of a whole group of my favourite streamers, including Ophelia, Tofu, etc. is still live, and I think if she's not about to finish, I'll go there. Because I never get to raid her because she normally finishes before me. She's on a be right back. Don't know how soon she will be right back. If not, what other options do we have? We could go to Brute Force 242, who is actually Lana's partner. That would also work. Anyone else? A quick look. Probably not. Magic Catcher's looked up the high score in the World of Goo tower. Apparently the highest tower is 56.8 meters. Okay, that's pretty good. That's like 4 times higher than the one I just built. Impish Kate says, have a wonderful night. I will. Thank you again for watching, and if you just stick around a couple of seconds here for the raid. Okay, Lana is actually back, so we'll go there. Lana is Best Panda. She is playing Resident Evil 7 right now. Not sure if she's doing like a horror game because it's October, or if she's just playing this game. But I do encourage you to go follow Lana. She is Best Panda. She has all sorts of fun sound alerts. You can change her voice and that sort of thing. She's super cozy, and she's part of a streaming team called CCC Anomaly, Cozy Chaos Collective. If you go to her about page, click on the CCC Anomaly link. Everyone in that list is worth following. So many good streamers there. I will be back on Friday with more Core Keeper. Saturday we will be attempting the B-sides of Celeste, possibly to our detriment. And Sunday we will start World of Goo 2. All of those things will be starting at 7:30 PM UK time. If you'd like to spam a raid message in Lana's chat, please do. Here's a message you can use if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, here's one you can use. Feel free to copy, substitute those emotes for other emotes if you want, even other streamers' emotes, I don't mind. Any cool emotes you have are fine. Yes, if you could all spam that message in chat to let Lana know that we are here, that would be great. Good night, Matcha Catcher. Thank you for being here as always. Until next time, thank you for watching, and bye for now.